Have a pack here.
Say what, say what, say what. Yeah. Girl, you know what's up.
Hi my loves, happy Monday. Welcome back to week 4 of half marathon training. So it is currently a Monday. It is at 9:02 a.m. My run was supposed to start 2 minutes ago, but what else is new? I'm always running behind. I feel like the last week I just have not been able to stay on schedule, but we're not too bad on schedule. I'm dressed, I stretched. All I'm doing is just eating my little pre-run snack. Today I just have grapes and hazelnuts. Honestly, I was not hungry at all, and I was like, okay, let me eat something, but let me eat something that's easy. And grapes and hazelnuts is super easy for me to eat. But for today's run, we have an easy run. That is what it's labeled. That's not what I'm calling it. That's what they call it. So it is a 5-minute warm-up, a 40-minute run at an easy pace, and then a 10-minute optional run, and then a 5-minute cool down. So it's a long one. I don't know if I've ran 40 minutes yet. I think the most I've ran is like 30 with an additional lap if I wanted to. Because it's such a long run, I'm gonna be running to Trader Joe's. Like I mentioned in last week's video, last week I didn't go to Trader Joe's, so I just kind of go grocery shopping every other week. So I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's today. I'm not 100% sure what I'm getting. I haven't created a menu. Honestly, this weekend I just literally did homework all weekend, and then yesterday I went to my mom's house to celebrate her birthday. So I really didn't have the chance to like create a menu for the week. So I'm just gonna go to Trader Joe's and like just get like vegetables and things that I know I will most likely need, or anything that I'm out of. But yeah, I'm not gonna take you guys along with me to Trader Joe's because I just want to kind of be in and out. Today my second program starts. Again, I don't know if I mentioned that here, but I'm doing a program. Today starts week 6, and then I have another program that's starting today. So today's week 1 for that, and that class is from 3 to 5. So yeah, I like need to kind of have everything done before 3 p.m. because that in between time before my first class and my second class, I'll probably have to like make dinner or make like a late lunch. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off. I'll show you guys my outfit for the day, and then we'll be on our way. It's actually pretty chilly today, so I'm hoping that I'm not too cold when I step out, because the thing is like I'll be cold when I'm doing my warm-up, but then like quickly into it I get hot. So I'm like, I don't want to bring a jacket or anything because then it's just more stuff to carry. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try to eat this quickly. I'm already 5 minutes behind, so we can head out. All right, my loves, I'm about to head out. This is my fit of the day. Everything is Sasky. Sports bra, top, leggings, all Sasky. You already know. I got my Saucony's. Headband is Shein, and then I have this little bag from Amazon. I like to take these on my long runs, especially because I'm going grocery shopping. I have my bags in there, I have my cards, my keys, everything, and then I can usually fit my phone in here as well. But no pre-run nerves today because honestly I'm just so tired. I don't think I can have any other emotion other than tired, but we're gonna get this done. Hopefully it's a smooth one. I'm gonna try to go slow at first and pick up the pace to make sure that I can get all the way there without stopping. So let's go ahead and get into it. Sorry y'all, my energy's so low because I'm just so exhausted, but we're gonna get this done. Hey y'all, checking in. Just finished mile 1. Pace was 10:12. I'm gonna try to pick it up slowly over time. I feel okay. Shins hurt, but I'm trying to lock in, stay focused. So I'll check you guys in mile 2. Just finished mile 2. Pace was 9:36. I didn't think I was going that fast, but I'm gonna try to maintain that for the rest of the run. I don't know if it'll get faster, but I'll check in on mile 3. Just finished mile 3. Pace was 9:51. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm struggling, but I'm gonna play some music for the last mile, and hopefully that can get me through. I'll check in with you guys at the end. Hey y'all, I'm all done. Whew.
I pushed through, got all 4 miles done. I didn't do the optional lap. There was no chance. No chance. Honestly, I'm proud of myself for even doing 4 miles because that was hard. Honestly, I started to get my rhythm in mile 3, but I was still really tired. Mile 4 pace was 9:27. I don't know where I got the energy to pull that out of me, but I'm just happy I did it. But I genuinely thought once mile 3 was 9:51, I said, oh, it's not looking good. I think that was 9:51, mile 3. I think so. I can't remember, honestly. I'll put up my splits later on. But yeah, I don't know how I managed to do 9:27 for the last mile, but hey, we got it done. So I'm about to finish my cool down, pop into Trader Joe's, and then I'll check back in with you guys when we get back at the house.
Alright, my loves, we're back home. As you guys can see, I just got back from Trader Joe's. I went ahead and stretched and took my protein shake, so that's all done. I'm gonna show you guys a little quick haul of everything that I got. I honestly didn't get much. I was trying to go into it being, you know, very strategic about what I got, because I felt like last time I went, I like got a bunch of stuff and it just dragged on. So I was like, let me be more intentional about what I get this time. So for example, like I only got 1 vegetable because I was like, I'm not eating vegetables every meal. So let me get 1 vegetable because like some meals I'm eating either a salad or I'm eating a vegetable. So I'm like, I don't need 2 vegetables, especially if I'm gonna be going to Trader Joe's every other week. So with that being said, this is what I got. So starting off, I got some oatmeal, I got some spinach, and then I got some green beans as the vegetable of choice for this week. And then I just got some pasta. I also got another pack of hash browns. I like to have these on hand for breakfast. It's super easy, especially because I feel like breakfast, I don't spend a lot of time making breakfast, so it's nice to just have something to pop in the air fryer. I also got some Parmesan cheese. I got some turkey bacon, and then I got some cucumbers to add to salads. I got some more of these tomatoes. I still have a pack here. Oh. But, wow, rude. But I plan on making at least 3 recipes this week that require these. So I was like, let me get another one. I got some beans because I plan on making a couple of recipes that have beans in them. These are a great source of protein and also good for fiber as well. So I got a can of organic northern beans. I don't think I've ever had these before. And then a can of the organic garbanzo beans. Apparently these are the same as chickpeas. I got some Kalamata olives, again to add to salads. And then I got some creme free. I don't know how to pronounce this. I've never used this before, but there was a recipe I found on Pinterest that I plan on making this week that requires this, and I think it's a good source of protein as well. Nope, it's not. That's a lie. It's straight fat. Don't listen to me. I got some blueberries. I already got some grapes for this week that I bought from Whole Foods yesterday, but I wanted to get another fruit. And then I got blueberries specifically because I like to add them to my oatmeal, especially before my runs. I just feel like that freshness is nice. And then I just got this little like coffee, cold brew. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I will say the way last week went, I was tired, and this week like I mentioned, my other program starts. So I might need a little pick-me-up in between classes. So I just got this. Again, I don't know how much it actually works for me personally, but I got it anyways. And then I got a coconut water because I was extremely thirsty after the run. And I need to buy another like pouch to add to my running bag because the one that it came with got moldy. So I need another one. I'm gonna try to search on Amazon. And then last but not least, for meat, I just got another pack of these lamb racks, and then I got a pack of flank steak. Now for my recipes for this week, or the meals that I plan on making this week. So for today, I plan on making a crispy chickpea Caesar salad with a side of lamb chops. The lamb chops that I made last week, I still have them. I thought my husband was gonna eat them, but he's not. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat that today as an added protein to the salad. And then tomorrow I'm gonna make a creamy Tuscan chicken with a side of rice and green beans. Wednesday, I plan on making a dense bean salad with flank steak. So that's basically like cucumbers, tomatoes, cilantro, 2 different types of beans, and then you add whatever protein, and then like this like sauce made out of Greek yogurt. Thursday, wings with green beans, and then I need to figure out a carb because the next day I have a long run, so I want to make sure I carb up in order to have like enough energy for the run on Friday. And then Friday, I'm gonna make a shrimp and mussel pasta again with like some tomatoes, some white wine, something simple, nothing too fattening. I don't plan on putting like any heavy cream or anything like that. So yeah, so that's everything that I got. And then quickly, just like a recap of my run. So very quickly into the run, I noticed that my shins started to hurt, and I was like cursing at myself for not being more on top of icing my shins. So pretty much the entire run, my shins hurt. So I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that pain every time I want to skip out on icing my shins. I'm not doing that anymore. Another thing that I noticed was the top of my left knee started to hurt. I noticed that when I was training for my 10 mile, that when I started to get into long distance, I started to feel that knee pain. So I guess it's the same thing. Now that I'm running longer distances, it's starting to hurt, so I need to make sure I ice that as well. But overall, it was a pretty decent run. I started off slow, got a little bit faster over time. My 3rd mile was longer. I don't know how I managed to push for the 4th mile. Overall, I think it was a good run. I like the way that I've been going about not listening to music for the first part of the run, and honestly only listening to music on the last mile. I think that's really helpful because the music really helps me like push for the end, and usually by the end I'm really tired and I'm wanting to give up. So yeah, overall I think it was a good run. I'm interested to see how Friday goes because it's, I believe, a longer run than today, and today I was already like this is too much. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to make sure that my nutrition is like 100% this week, and that my recovery is also like 100%, and making sure that I'm icing, stretching, doing other things so that I can show up the best that I can for these runs. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this all away and then go about the rest of my day. So I will check back in with you guys on Wednesday for our 2nd run of the week. Peace. Good morning, my loves. Happy Wednesday. We're back again. What? Hey my loves, happy Wednesday. So it is our 2nd run of the week. Today we have stride repeats, which is basically like sprints again. I have 15-minute warm up, 10 stride repeats, and then a 15-minute cool down. So I'll try to do like I did it last week, where I will walk over to the track. That will be my 15-minute warm up, and then I'll do my stride repeats or my sprints. For breakfast this morning, I try to keep it really simple because I really don't have that much of an appetite. So I am eating a bowl of fruits. It's literally just grapes with some blueberries and then a handful of hazelnuts. I just put them in a napkin. Yeah, so here we got a handful of hazelnuts. So I'm running a little bit behind. I'll start running now. It's 9:01, but it's okay because I definitely, this time I gave myself enough time, because last time I didn't give myself enough time. I thought it was gonna be quicker. So this time I gave myself a full hour to do the run. It might not take me that long. It might, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. I'm gonna stretch, and then I'll show you guys my outfit, and then we'll head off and get this done. Again, like I mentioned in the last video, this is why I'm glad that I found this track, because look, we have another week where we have to do sprints. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, my loves, I'm about to head out for this run. This is my fit of the day. Just wearing this top from H&M. My shorts are from Sasky, and then my sneakers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit concerned that these are just gonna keep riding up, but it's already 71, so I'm like, it's gonna be hot out there. So I do want to wear shorts. Also, I'm gonna take my trash out. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't give me too many issues, but I'm already running really behind. It's 9:16. So let's go ahead and get this done. Hey y'all. I'm just pulling up to the track now. Honestly, it's really, really warm out. Like, I'm already sweating just from my walk here. So let's see how that impacts how these sprints go. But I feel good. So let's get it done.
I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no other for me, it's only you. I wanna die with what you go through. I wanna be down, I wanna be down. You don't make it time. I'm getting on with you.
Hey my loves, I just finished. That was so hard. Wow. It's so hot, which made it so much worse. But I was able to run on the turf. So it's still, my shins still hurt, but they didn't start to hurt until like a little bit later on. But I'm gonna finish walking, doing this cool down until I catch my breath, and then I'll run back home. So I'll check in with you guys when we get back to the house. Hey y'all, I'm back home. As you guys can see, I have my cup of coconut water, which I very, very, very much need. Okay, let's recap that really quickly. Sorry if you guys hear background noise. My AC is going off. I don't want to turn it off because I'm really, really hot. But it wasn't bad. Like the sprints itself, I started to get tired around like sprint 6, but I still managed to get them all done. I'm gonna be honest with y'all though, I did not run back home. I did the loop around the track for 5 minutes, and once those 5 minutes were up, I still was so, I could barely breathe. And so I was like, okay, let me just like start walking home and see if I get the energy, and if I do, then I'll run. And I was struggling. Honestly, I don't even know how I walked back home because I literally had no energy. And then like halfway through my walk back home, I like started to get nauseous and I thought I was gonna throw up. And I was like, just get home. If you're gonna throw up at home. Don't be throwing up in the side of the street. Like, but this is what I learned when I trained last time, is just like to listen to your body and don't get frustrated with yourself. Normally, I feel like not being able to run back home would have frustrated me because I'd have been like, you did it last week, so why can't you do it this week? But at the end of the day, I just didn't feel up for it. Like I literally could barely walk back home. So if I could barely walk back home, let alone, like, why would I think that I can run it? Overall, it was good. I am not like too upset or like feeling down or anything about it. If anything, I'm like proud of myself for getting the sprints done and, you know, making it back home without throwing up, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my coconut water, stretch, and I think that's gonna be all for today. On Friday, we have another like long run, but it's not really a long run. It's, I believe, 30 minutes. I have to run for 20, and then I have another 10-minute run after that. Yeah, it's called the progression run. So I'm gonna try to make sure that I eat enough carbs tomorrow so I have enough energy to do it on Friday. That's all for today. I will see you guys on Friday. Good morning, my loves. Happy Friday. It is our last run of the week. So exciting. I'm like ready to get it done and over with.
So for our run today, we have a progression run. It's 45 minutes, so I have a 5-minute warm up, 25-minute run at an easy pace, and then a 10-minute run at a medium to hard pace, and then a 5-minute cool down. So it should be hopefully not too hard. It's basically just 35 minutes of running, which I'm like, I can do that. I can do 35 minutes of running. That's like just over 3 miles. I think I can do 3 miles and be okay. But anyways, so for breakfast this morning, I just have some oatmeal. I just have some blueberries in there and some hazelnuts. So I have about 3 minutes before I'm supposed to be heading out. Probably not gonna make that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, stretch. I'll show you guys my outfit and then we'll be on our way. All right, y'all, I'm about to head out. It is 10:12. 12 minutes late, probably gonna be 15 minutes late, but that's okay. So this is the fit of the day. My top, I think I thrifted and cut it up. Shorts are Gymshark, and then I just have on my sneakers. I put on these socks because sometimes I wear certain socks and then I feel like my feet are like sliding in my shoes, and that's really uncomfortable. Honestly, I'm a little nervous because it's pretty warm outside. It's 72 degrees. So hopefully that doesn't affect me too much. I'm gonna try to keep it slow for the first mile, just so I could get adjusted to the weather to kind of settle into the run. But yeah, this is the fit. Let's go try to lock in mentally, because that's really the main thing you gotta lock in for runs. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this done.
Just hit mile 2. Pace was 9:54. Honestly, y'all, I'm struggling. I just want to give up. I'm really in my head. I just keep thinking about the time. I'm just tired, but I'm gonna push through. Try to get out of my head, and I'll check in with you guys when I hit mile 3. I just finished. Oh my God. Honestly, I'm gonna just recap the run when we get back home. I'm gonna finish my cool down. I could barely breathe, to be honest, but I'll recap the run when we get home. I'm just gonna finish walking home, finish my cool down, and then I'll tell you guys my thoughts. So I'll see you guys at home.
All right, y'all, I'm back home, as you guys can see. Honestly, y'all, that was the hardest run that I've done so far in this training. I don't know what it was. I genuinely, I have no idea why it was so hard. It's not like I haven't ran that distance before, so I don't know what it was. I want to blame it on the heat, because it is like really hot out, but then I'm like, last week I ran and it was hot out as well, and I didn't feel like it was as bad as today. I think maybe today's run was a little bit longer. Honestly, by like the second mile, I was just kind of like, fuck, this is hard, this is miserable. And then on the last 10 minutes, I literally, as soon as the 10 minutes started, I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I have 10 minutes left. And I literally was so frustrated that I literally was like about to start crying because I was so frustrated. Really wanted to give up. And then I literally had to tell myself, like, no, you're not gonna give up. Keep going, don't give up. Are you gonna push? Are you just gonna, you know, stop when things get hard? I don't know, it was like weird. I had to like psych myself into doing it, because I knew that if I stopped, I was just gonna be more frustrated with myself than the frustration that I felt in that moment. So I was just like, you know what, slow down, like just slow down. Like, what's important is completing the run. It's not about how fast you're going. Biggest issue was just like, I just didn't feel good during the run, and I don't like to not feel good during runs, because then it's like miserable the whole time, and I don't want to be miserable for a whole 35 minutes. Like, who wants to do that? But anyways, so I don't know, I like feel proud of myself because I did it, but then like I don't feel proud of myself also, because I don't know, I just feel like I didn't perform the way that I don't want to say expected, because I don't know what I expected, but I don't know, I'm just a little frustrated. But I know that this is a part of the journey, and I know that this is gonna happen. And I think that this is like one of those runs that's just kind of like setting me up for what's coming next. Anyways, I am going to drink my coconut water. I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna get ready, and then I will close out today's video. Hey my loves, so it's been a little bit since the last clip after my run. As you guys can see, I got ready, I feel a little bit better. I kind of like calmed down a little bit because yeah, I was like still on the high of the run, even though the high wasn't the best high, if that makes any sense. But I'm just eating some lunch, literally just have some leftover pasta here. This is a lot of pasta, so I don't know if I'll finish it all, but I'm also really hungry, so I'm like, I feel like I kind of need it. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and end out today's video. It's week 4, so we have 10 weeks to go. Today was the hardest run so far in this like training block, but I'm glad I got it done. I'm glad that I like pushed myself and I didn't give up, because I really felt like I wanted to give up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I know it's probably shorter than any of my other videos. Really just brought you guys along for my runs. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you get notified every single time I post a new video. And if you made it to the end, I love you so, so much. And I'll see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye.